Taylor Lewan of the Tennessee Titans offensive line back here on the show. How are you, sir?
Richard, glad to be back on the show, man. I feel like every 6 months you and I just get together for a cup of tea and a conversation, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, I have coffee here, but you know I'm already highly caffeinated anyway when we have our conversations.
Yeah, well, it's an expression, I suppose. I don't have any drinks on me. Actually, I have some water here. I got some Smart Water, a little plug there.
Attaboy.
Smart Water, hook me up. Let's go.
What do you think of that block from your guy?
I actually didn't even see the block. So after the game, people were asking me, like, "Oh, what'd you think about this?" I had no idea. And watching the film, that's the defensive end. That's Frank Zomba. That's a 250-pound outside linebacker that is the read guy. For Derek to have the ability to bounce that out into Marcus, that's 2 games in a row with some physical play. And, I think if you watch the playoffs, I don't think there's one guy that wants it more than Marcus besides me.
21-3, what was it like? Seriously, give me the real scoop here. 21-3, what's it like for you and the team?
The real scoop is, last year, it was like, I think, week 16 or 15. We're in a really similar situation in the same exact plays against Kansas City. Definitely wasn't a lot of cheering going on in the locker room, but it was one of those things. There was no remember the Titans moment where there was a big speech or anything like that. It was just a couple of key guys saying, look, we got 30 minutes left. This could be the end of the season or we can keep it going, and it's a choice. We had the opportunity to come out with the ball, and I think it was either that drive or the next drive we had 15 plays and just walked down the field. And it was, I think from that moment, our defense started clicking. We started clicking, and really, gave us a lot of confidence going into this next game that you and I both know there's a great Michigan quarterback that we got to play against this week.
I know that. We'll get to that in a second. Taylor Lewan on the Rich Eisen show from the Tennessee Titans here. So what is the play call actually, like the exact play call of throw it up, have Darrelle Revis bat it back to me and leap for the pylon for a touchdown? What's that call, Taylor?
I don't think you can't even do that in Madden. I don't even know how that works. But fun story for you. My rookie year, I was taking a knee, and I was with the 2s, and the 1s were out there. Jake Locker, literally the same exact play, did that same exact thing. So I was giving Marcus a little bit of a razzle about that because I told him I've seen it before, man. It's nothing new to me. I've seen it before, but what a play! That was a couple of things. First off, Darrelle Revis, what's your vertical jump? Because that guy got in the air, and then second, for Marcus to keep going with the play is just unbelievable.
Well, in terms of Revis, do you think he was turning down hits on Henry? That's the conversation that's being had, and it sure looked like that to me now that you've watched the film, as you mentioned, of that play. Is he turning down contact with Derrick Henry, Taylor?
I don't know. You know what? It's tough for me to say, but, Rich, I feel like I should ask you that question. If you have a 6'4", 240-pound running back coming at you, are you going to turn down that hit?
Well, I'll tell you what, Taylor, because, again, I only watch for a living. There was a hit on Sunday, because I don't know if you saw the Sunday playoff games. Calais Campbell hit LaShawn McCoy so hard coming back to the play. I thought to myself, because I've interviewed him, and he's so big, and I've interviewed him without pads, I would never get up if I was hit in that sort of situation. I honestly thought
Calais
that
Campbell
watching
is
that.
a big man. He's a big man. To be honest with you, I'm every bit of 6'7". We played them 2 weeks ago. I was walking past him, and I'm like, what? Like, this man is literally 2 inches taller than me. They say he's 6'8". He's easily 6'9". That's a big, big man.
Well, it's the AFC South is standing in the way of what everybody assumes was going to happen anyway, which is New England and Pittsburgh. Pound the table here, Taylor.
Yeah.
Pound the table for you.
I think there's a lot of people. I think every single person in the world is probably counting us out in this one. And, the Patriots have consistently gone to the Super Bowl, consistently gone to the AFC Championship, consistently have won Super Bowls with the coaching staff they have there, with the quarterback they have there. So, I'm not mad at them. But to be honest, there's that old cliche line of any given Sunday. I'm just going to flip that and call it any given Saturday. And we, have a huge opportunity here to make a huge statement. We have a lot of talent on this team, and I'll be the first one to admit that we underachieved this year. But, we got into the dance, and that's all that really matters. So going forward, going into Foxborough, what an awesome opportunity. What a cool opportunity this is going to be, and I hope this team takes it as seriously as I'm going to, and we're going to go in there. We're going to get everything we got.
Well, and in terms of that, Taylor, you're hearing about the infighting, I guess, that's supposedly going on in New England. Has that been a topic of conversation in your locker room whatsoever?
I don't. So okay, I might break some PC rules here, but I'm going to give my opinion on this whole thing because I feel like the Patriots for so long have been so great with the ownership, the coaching staff, the quarterback. Everybody's gotten along so well, and I'm going to sit here and say this is media BS. I really think so. I think this is people watching, kind of like the perfect storm of individuals together on this dynasty, and people want to throw a wrench in it. I just don't. I'm not biting that there's actually some turmoil going on over there. Who knows? I might be totally wrong. I might be 100% right, but I don't know. I don't think there's much going on there as people say there is.
And then what about your locker room? So much of the conversations, your coach's job was on the line, down 18 in Kansas City, that you saved his gig. Is that a true story, do you think?
I don't know. I think, I was actually just listening to the sports or the local sports radio here, and I guess Mike himself, said something about that in his press conference after the game, that his job was in jeopardy. To be totally honest, as insensitive as this might sound, I didn't care. I wasn't my focus. My focus was playing against Kansas City to win that game. It's kind of the job. Obviously, Coach Malarkey's been here for 2 years, and he's done a good job. I mean, if you think, my rookie year we were 2-14. The year after that we were 3-13. He's been here for 2 years, and we've had winning seasons. So, I don't know how much truth there was to that, but I do know that he's definitely going to be our coach next year. After Amy came out with that statement saying that that's going to be the case, I do my best to not. Obviously you always hear the information. I watch you on NFL Network, but I'm a big fan. I see you guys talking and razzing it up, and it's great. I don't ever want to put too much opinion in it. I really just want to focus on what my job is on Sunday or Saturday or whatever it is we're playing.
All right, well, get ready for no one to give you a chance, Taylor. You know that, right? Seriously. And that's not razzing you. That's not, and this is also, look, and I always find it kind of, players and coaches and organizations use the us against the world mentality to their advantage. But I truly believe this is going to be the case for you this week, for real.
This is it?
Yeah.
You think this is done?
I'm not saying it's done. No, of course not. I mean, you're as you mentioned, you've got some great players in your locker room. We've seen guys that are teams that aren't expected to win. I'm not one of those types in the media saying you have no shot. Of course not. That's ridiculous. Of course you have a shot, but I don't think anybody's going to give you much of a shot, Taylor, this week. How do you respond to that?
I agree. I appreciate the small leverage. I really do. It's always good to know that I have you in my corner. It always makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. And I'll be totally honest about that.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Honestly, the only people that matter are the people in the locker room. The ones that are playing the game, the ones that are coaching the game. It's because I've never been, and it's crazy to think in the NFL to say this because a lot of people play the game for money or they play the game for different reasons. And even going back as far as high school, I haven't been in a locker room where these guys care about each other as much as they do in this room. So it's, this team definitely plays for the guys next to them. And I think, I would bet on us. I really would.
So last one for you, Taylor, because I know you like to have fun and you're really good at deadpanning. Can you do this for me this week at one point? Okay.
Hold on. Let's pretend I'm not as smart as you think I am. What does deadpanning mean?
Oh, you are absolutely. You can say stuff with a straight face when you're joking. No one can tell the difference. Okay, so here's the deal.
Good.
This is what I want you to do here. Okay.
Tell me.
When you get your first media availability this week, and they're all around you with microphones or something like that, you say, "Look, all I'm going to say is this to start off. This is a big opportunity this week for us to go up to New England and a Michigan legend." Showing up with so much on the line and so much at stake, and one of the all-time greats of the University of Michigan coming up with a big game and showing to the world exactly, once again, how good he is. But enough about me. What's your first question? Can you do that?
All right. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just read that from a piece of paper
or
what, but
I didn't.
Bravo.
I didn't.
I'm not that good at it. I need you or one of the Chris's or Ben, the producer, one of the guys over there, Get that in writing for me.
Okay.
Send it my way, whether it's Instagram DMs or even if it's public. I'm printing that thing out, and that will be my first statement.
All right, Taylor. We're gonna tweet that to you right now from at Rich Eisen Show.
Okay.
I need every word verbatim, and I'm going to read it out loud to all of them, and then we'll start with the press conference.
Fantastic.
And just open it up. Okay. Now what do you want to ask? Okay, but
what do you guys want to know about that other guy? Who's that? Number 12? I don't even know.
Yeah, see, we're workshopping now. Now we're spitballing and making it better. That's the way we work.
It's a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress until it's already out there. You know what I'm saying? We're brainstorming.
Oh, I cannot wait to see you drop that, Taylor. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be. Should I give you guys a plug after that?
No. We'll know, and that's all that matters.
We'll know. That's all that matters. And our viewers and listeners will know. We'll all be in on it. At Taylor Lewan 77. We're tweeting that at Taylor Lewan 77.
We're going to do it right now.
Okay. Good luck to you, Taylor. We'll chat down the line. Okay.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Congrats on the playoff win. Their first career playoff win.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.